Okay, so in this video, I'm going to do a summary and review of the movie Eyes Wide Shut. Really good movie. Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise, 1998, Kubrick film. Very good. So I'm going to have lots of spoilers in this video. It's basically going to be a play-by-play at some points of this, and then just giving my thoughts on it. Kind of the themes that I saw and what I liked about it. So if you haven't seen it and want to see it, maybe watch this later, or if you don't care, watch this. But yeah, anyways, it started off with a married couple going to kind of this ballroom party, and Tom Cruise's character knew the pianist, who later invited him to this kind of rich pervert's party. But to start off just in the beginning, Nicole Kidman's character was basically this older guy was trying to seduce her. And these two younger women were trying to seduce Tom Cruise's character. They both kind of saw the man and the woman, like the husband and wife both saw this, and they kind of grew suspicious of each other. It was kind of that whole kind of suspicious dynamic of not typical, but commonly seen in marriages. It was definitely exaggerated for artistic effect. Like, I don't think two younger women would come on that strong to somebody, even though he is a doctor. And I don't think some older kind of distinguished gentleman would be that forward with a younger lady, although he could be. But I mean, it seemed exaggerated, but it got the point across very well. They went home, they argued about it. It seemed like it was not a sexless marriage, but a very tense kind of... The woman was kind of not that committed into it. She was talking about fantasies that she was having. And Tom Cruise was kind of saying that his character was saying that he's not really the jealous type, that he wants her to have freedom, and it's based in trust that she's not going to do anything. So she kind of got in her feelings and said, oh, if only men knew. And then she said she had these fantasies when they were on a vacation together about this sailor, and if the sailor asked, that she would have went to his room, no problem, and would have risked it all. And this kind of sent the husband's life in a spiral. He went on this kind of like odyssey journey of like nightlife. That night he called his wife, said he had to stay at work late. At first he saw a prostitute. They didn't have sex, and it was later revealed that she had HIV. That was towards the end of the movie. He went and he had to get a costume for that kind of big pervert ball that the pianist invited, so he went there. And later in the movie, it was revealed that the owner was basically pimping his daughter to pedophiles, or he might have... It's kind of left to interpretation if he was doing that all along or not, because the two guys he caught originally knew his name and stuff, but he seemed upset, so maybe they corrupted him, bribed him, and now he's kind of game to pimp out his daughter that way. So it kind of went through different forms of sexuality. They had a pimp, they had pedophiles, they had a gay man, they had younger women that were into older men, they had older men that were preying on younger women. There was this cult-like sex party. That's not even all of it. Like, it covered everything, like every possible dynamic of sex, and he kind of was just having this night, going to one place after the other, and kind of witnessing these things. There was like the typical frat boy type thing, people that were just kind of in like a gang of frat boys, and they pushed him against a car. Started calling him like homophobic stuff. I don't want to say on here because I don't know if the channel will get taken down. Probably not, but just be careful. Yeah, so there's lots of stuff like that going on, and I think the main theme was probably just about fidelity, adultery, and marriage, but it covered all different forms of sexuality. Corruption and power, obviously, were a big theme as well. The pianist got beat up, but they left it open to interpretation if they killed the guy or not. These were like the 1%er politician and diplomat class that were doing these depraved, or maybe not depraved sex acts. They just kind of had an orgy, but it was also implied that there was also like debauchery going on and all kinds of other stuff. It was kind of even implied that there could be killings. But anyways, really good movie. It kind of messed with my head a little bit in a good way, because it's good a movie like that's made, covering these things. I had crazy dreams after I watched this, because I watched this one right to bed, crazy ass dreams. So that's the movie. I think to kind of, after summarizing, and I'm just going to give my opinion, I think in the end they kind of came together, the husband and wife, and they renewed kind of like their attraction to each other. And I think what happened there was Nicole Kidman's character kind of woke up Tom Cruise's character to his own naivety and his endless trust to his wife, and it kind of opened his eyes to how things really are. And that's basically the title of the movie, so that's the message that you're supposed to get. And after his eyes were opened, there was a bit of danger to him that he could also cheat or commit infidelity, adultery, whatever. And Nicole Kidman's character then said, okay, I'll behave, and had a little bit more attraction towards him, because he had that kind of danger in him, which is kind of like that whole Jordan Peterson thing. I don't agree with him politically, but that's kind of what he's saying, is like the 50 Shades of Grey sells, and women are attracted to dangerous men, and they need you to be capable of moving on past them. They don't want you to be like a quote-unquote simp. So I think that was kind of the dynamic and the arc of their marriage story throughout the whole kind of debauchery of this movie. So that's my review. That's kind of the point I took from it. It seemed to be pro-marriage, but you have to be not a weak person and not naive being in your marriage. And that's the lessons I took from it. And I hope everyone has a good day. And peace out, dudes.